My fiancé said, I need to test if we're really meant to be. Then disappeared for a week with her spiritual advisor. I didn't chase her. Just sent wedding cancellation notices to all the guests. She found out when her maid of honor called asking why the venue was available again. I, 33 male, was reviewing the seating chart for our wedding when Sienna, 30, dropped the bomb. 2 months until the big day, everything paid for, 150 guests confirmed. Sienna, babe, I need to talk to you about something important. Looking up from the chart, what's up? I've been having these doubts. Not about you, just about life, the universe, everything. Okay? Pre-wedding jitters are normal. It's more than that. Krishna says I need to align my chakras before making such a huge commitment. Krishna, her spiritual advisor she'd been seeing for 6 months, charged $200 per session to burn sage and tell her what she wanted to hear. Me, what does that mean exactly? I need to go on a spiritual retreat to test if we're really meant to be. The universe will give me signs. When? Tomorrow. For a week. Krishna has a cabin upstate where I can meditate and find clarity. You're leaving for a week, 2 months before our wedding, to a cabin with Krishna. Rolling her eyes. It's not like that, Damien. He's enlightened. Physical desires are beneath him. Where exactly is this cabin? That's the point. Isolation from worldly distractions. No phones, no internet, complete spiritual immersion. So you'll be unreachable for a week? The universe can't speak if I'm listening to text notifications. You understand, right? If we're meant to be, this will only strengthen us. And if we're not meant to be, touching my face, then wouldn't you rather know now? Trust the process, babe. Krishna says resistance to spiritual growth is just ego. Packed her bag right in front of me. Crystals, yoga pants, journal. Kissed me goodbye the next morning like she was going to work. Sienna, see you in a week. The universe will guide us. Watched her drive away. Then made coffee and started planning. First call, our wedding venue. Hi, this is Damien Porter. I need to cancel the Porter Hoffman wedding on June 15th. Venue no. Is everything all right? You'll lose your deposit. I understand. Just need it canceled today. Well, okay. I have to say, we already have a wait list for June dates. The Brennan wedding was hoping for the 15th. Perfect. Give it to them. Next, the caterer, the photographer, the DJ, the florist. Canceled everything. Lost deposits on most, but got partial refunds where I could. Roughly $8,000 gone, but worth every penny. Then came the hard part. The guest list. Drafted an email. Dear friends and family, we regret to inform you that the Porter Hoffman wedding scheduled for June 15th has been canceled. We apologize for any inconvenience and appreciate your understanding during this time. Best, Damien. Sent to all 150 guests, including Sienna's family, including her maid of honor, Brittany. Phone started ringing within minutes. Let them all go to voicemail. Sienna's mom called 6 times. Brittany texted, "What happened?" Sienna isn't answering. Is she okay? Me, she's on a spiritual retreat with Krishna. No phones for a week. She what? And you canceled the wedding? She went to test if we're meant to be. I got my answer. OMG. Krishna? That creepy guy who's always staring at her chest during meditation? The spiritually enlightened one. Yeah. Damien, I'm so sorry. I told her he was sketchy. Want me to come over? I'm good. Just processing. Spent the week methodically untangling our life. We'd lived together for 2 years in my condo, started boxing her things, canceled joint streaming accounts, removed her as my emergency contact, changed my beneficiaries. Calm, systematic, thorough. Her sister Marley called on day 3. Marley, Damien, what's going on? Mom's freaking out. Me, ask Sienna when she gets back from her spiritual journey. This is insane. You can't just cancel a wedding. Me, she can't just disappear for a week with another man to test our relationship. It's not. Krishna's just her advisor. Cool. Hope she finds what she's looking for. Day 6, got an interesting call. The venue coordinator. Mr. Porter, I thought you should know. Someone just called asking about availability for June 15th. Said their original venue fell through. When I mentioned that date just opened up, they got very excited. The woman said, "Oh, that's my friend's wedding date." Then got quiet and hung up. Interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Sienna came back on day 7. walked in glowing, carrying a new crystal necklace. Baby, I missed you so much. The universe gave me such clarity. Stopped dead seeing the boxes. What? What's all this? Me, your stuff. I figured you'd need it packed since the wedding's off. What? What are you talking about? You went to test if we're meant to be. Test complete. We're not. That's not. I had revelations. We are meant to be. The universe confirmed it. The universe must have been busy. I already canceled everything and notified the guests. Her face went white. Phone started buzzing immediately. Brittany calling. Answering. Brit? What do you mean the venue's available? Watched her piece it together. The venue was booked. Now it wasn't, because I'd canceled. The reality hit. You actually canceled our wedding? The vendors? Everything? Me. Monday morning. Gave someone else our June 15th slot. Hope they're meant to be. Update 1. 2 days later. The entitlement came out swinging. Sienna refused to accept reality. First, she tried love bombing. Cooked elaborate meals, wore the lingerie I'd bought her last anniversary, kept talking about her spiritual revelations confirming our bond. Sienna. The universe showed me we're soulmates. I saw visions of our future children. Did the universe also show you visions of Krishna? Why are you being so closed-minded? This was about us. This was about you running away with another man, spiritual advisor or not. Then came the family pressure. Her parents showed up unannounced. Her dad, Damien, let's be reasonable. Wedding jitters happen. Sienna made a mistake. She made a choice. I made mine. Her mom. But the deposits, the embarrassment, what will people think? Me. That their daughter values Krishna's opinion over her fiancé's feelings? Her mom. It's not like that. Krishna is helping her grow. He can help her grow somewhere else, not in my condo. Sienna tried refusing to leave. This is my home too. You're not on the deed. You're a guest who's overstayed. She consulted a lawyer, came back smug. Sienna, I have tenant rights. You need to formally evict me. That takes months. True, or you could leave with dignity. Your choice. But while you're here as my hostile tenant, I'll be documenting everything for court. Starting with you abandoning the property for a week without notice. Her tune changed when I started taking photos of her belongings, creating an inventory. But the real entitlement showed when she got the bills. See, while the wedding was under my credit cards, she'd promised to pay half. Never did, of course. After the wedding, she'd say. Now vendors were sending final invoices, cancellation fees, lost deposits. Sienna, I'm not paying for a canceled wedding. Me, you're paying for your canceled wedding. Here's the spreadsheet. Your half is $7,300. You canceled it. You pay. You abandoned it. These are consequences. She tried accessing our wedding registry to return gifts for cash. Joke's on her. I'd already contacted guests. Most hadn't bought anything yet. The few who had, I'd personally called to explain and offer returns. Next came the social media war. Posted about toxic masculinity and men who can't handle independent spiritual women. Tagged me. I responded with one post. When your fiancée disappears for a week with her male spiritual advisor to test your relationship, the test has already failed. Canceling the wedding was just grading the paper. Her friends split. Some defended her spiritual journey. Others, including Brittany, called her out. Brittany commented, "Girl, you literally left for a week with another man. What did you expect?" Sienna replied, "It was platonic. Damien knows that." Krishna entered the chat. Our connection transcends physical reality. Sienna is my twin flame. I screenshot that. Gold. Update 2. 1 week later, Sienna went nuclear when she realized I was serious. The extinction burst was spectacular. First, she tried to force a reconciliation through public embarrassment. Showed up at my office with flowers and a banner that said, "I choose you." Security called me. "Mr. Porter, there's a woman in the lobby with a banner." Me, I don't know her. Please have her removed. Watched on security cameras as they escorted her out. She left the banner. They threw it in the dumpster. Then she tried financial warfare. Attempted to drain the vacation fund we'd been building. Separate savings account, but she knew my login from when I'd asked her to check the balance once. Bank flagged it. Large transfer attempt to an unknown account. Blocked it. Called me. Yes, please freeze the account and prosecute the attempted theft. Sienna, when confronted, "That's our vacation money, which you tried to steal." That's a felony, by the way. She backed off when I mentioned prosecution, but the best part was when the truth about her spiritual retreat came out. Her friend Cassidy had been on Instagram that week, posted stories from a music festival, and there, in the background of one video, Sienna and Krishna, dancing, very spiritually, with glow sticks and Molly pupils, sent the screenshot to everyone defending her spiritual journey. Ah yes, the ancient spiritual practice of raving. Her narrative crumbled. Even her supportive friends started questioning. Wait, she was at Tomorrowland? I thought she was meditating in isolation. Krishna took her to a rave. Sienna tried damage control. Music is spiritual. Dancing is prayer. Sure, Jan. The final straw came when she served me with papers. She was suing me for intentional infliction of emotional distress and breach of promise. Her demands: $50,000 for emotional damages, $15,000 for wedding costs, $10,000 for loss of future earnings as a married woman. The engagement ring that she'd left behind when she went to find herself. My lawyer laughed. Actually laughed. She abandoned you for a week with another man. You have proof she lied about where she was, and she wants damages? This is frivolous. Countersued for attempted theft, the vacation fund, defamation, the social media posts, harassment, the office incident, actual costs of canceled wedding. Judge took one look at the evidence. The twin flame comment from Krishna, the festival footage, the attempted theft. Judge: Ms. Hoffman, you abandoned your fiancé for a week with another man. Spiritual advisor. Judge: who called you his twin flame? You lied about your whereabouts. You attempted to steal from joint accounts. Your case is dismissed. Mr. Porter's countersuit has merit. I'm awarding him $8,000 in wedding cancellation costs plus $2,000 in legal fees. But I was finding myself. You found yourself single and owing $10,000. Court adjourned. The aftermath was poetic justice. Sienna had to move back with her parents to pay the judgment, humiliating for a 30-year-old who'd bragged about her spiritual independence. Krishna disappeared when money got involved. His LinkedIn showed he'd moved states. Guess twin flames aren't worth legal troubles. But the real karma came from an unexpected source. Remember the Brennan wedding that took our venue slot? They invited me. Turns out, Jack Brennan was a coworker's cousin. When they heard why the date opened up, they insisted I come. Anyone who cancels a wedding over that deserves free drinks and good karma. Went to their wedding. Beautiful ceremony. No one disappeared for a week to test the universe. During cocktail hour, met Helena. She was there solo too. Her +1 had bailed. Helena: so you're the guy whose canceled wedding gave them this date? Me: guilty. My ex needed to spiritually assess our compatibility. With another man? Me: her advisor. Laughing: my ex joined a cult, sold our furniture to buy spaceship tickets? Spaceship tickets? They were going to be picked up by aliens. Still waiting, far as I know. We laughed, exchanged numbers. Been dating 3 months now. She's delightfully normal. Thinks spiritual advisors should advise, not take week-long trips with engaged women. Sienna still texts occasionally. The latest: the universe is testing us. This separation is making our bond stronger. Krishna says you'll realize your mistake during the next Mercury retrograde. Blocked her. Again. Heard through Brittany that she's now dating a guy who claims to be a shaman. He charges her for relationship advice. Some people never learn. Me? I learned plenty. When someone needs to test your relationship, it's already failed. Cancellation fees are cheaper than divorce. The universe's biggest sign is someone showing you who they are. Sometimes the best spiritual journey is staying right where you are. That June 15th venue? The Brennans just had their first anniversary. They sent a card thanking me for the date. Said the karma of their happiness was built on me standing up for myself. Sienna was right about one thing: the universe does give signs. Hers was a neon billboard saying, "Run." I just listened better than she did.